Hello.
About that. I had a
Hello. Where are
podcast
you
going.
from? Where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
And what's your ethnicity?
I would say Caucasian.
That's a race. So your parents European?
According to uh, Ancestry.com, I am, but I'm
Okay.
American.
So what's your religion?
I'm a Christian.
Okay. So what would you like to say about Israel Palestine? Please use TikTok friendly words.
Yeah, so I don't know that there's a great solution to the ordeal. I think it's messed up on both sides. Obviously, things get out of hand, and then it's always this or that,
Let me
and
ask you a
things
question.
escalate.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to Israel?
I have not yet.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Continue. Go ahead.
Yeah. I do think this is a larger issue. I don't think it's necessarily about land. It is, but it isn't.
I mean, let me tell
I
you, like, I'm Jewish. I've been to Israel, and
Yeah.
I talk to Israelis and Palestinians all the time. I know people try to claim this is about religion because I think because they hate one of the religions. Putting that aside, I mean, one of the two main religions involved. I mean, there's also Christians involved, but the majority of the Palestinians are Muslim. That being said, the conflict is about land. I mean, there's religious stuff to it. There's religious stuff involved, but it is about land. The thing is, the Palestinians want the land. The Israelis want the land. And yeah, I mean, it's about land. If there wasn't land to fight over, there would be no fight. So, I mean, these all these people who claim like, oh, it's about religion. It's not about religion. I mean, yes, there is religious aspects to it, but it's not about religion. People who say that usually either hate Islam or hate Judaism. One of the two. They got a problem with one of the religions. That's what I find with people who say stuff like that. I find it's usually they want to, you know.
Yeah, I would agree to that. And that's why I say it's about land, but it's not, right. I mean, I think there is a deeper religious aspect to it, and it's not in the sense that one is better than
Well,
the
we
other.
don't we don't talk about religion in this live. So, do you want? Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Nope, I would agree with you that it is about land, and it is definitely tied to two groups' different beliefs. And I believe that each has a worldview that will never accept the other, and so I don't ever see a
But
solution.
that's not really true, right? Because the Israelis have agreed to share the land, right? I mean, they've agreed several times. So I think the thing about it is that the Israelis at this point are not for a two-state solution because they realize, sadly, that it would jeopardize the security of the state of Israel because they wouldn't live peacefully in a side by side in a two-state solution. So
Well,
I think a
yeah,
majority of Israelis, if the Palestinians didn't want river to the sea and wouldn't try to take over Israel from their state, would be okay with the Palestinians having a state and part of the land if it was a peaceful situation. But the reality is, it wouldn't be, right? It would be them
that's
attacking from that state and trying to take over Israel.
correct,
So that's the reality, right? So,
100%, and I agree to that. Right, that's why that the two-state solution will never work. Um,
well, I mean, maybe someday the impossible will happen and the Palestinians will change their mindset. You never know. Anything is possible, you know. But as long as they have that mindset of river to the sea, we're not going to have peace. We're not going to. It's just not going to happen.
no, it's not. It's not. But I appreciate the conversation, and I appreciate your candor and your politeness.